Hey gang, it's Lauren from Classic Pony, and we're going to have a little talk here today about what's going on. It's Wednesday the 11th, November the 9th, so we got a few more days and we'll have Veterans Day. And hey, I want to say thank you to all the veterans out there, and especially to my father, who's been deceased for 20 years, but was a Korean veteran, and he was born on November 11th. When we was kids, he always told us that we got that day out of school because it's his birthday, but we knew better, but we never told him that. Okay, got some things to talk about. Let's get going. One of the things I want to talk about is the old guys with hot rods. You know, they just had their cruise in at Oilfield and had pie and, well, I shouldn't have said pie first, should I? Pie and hamburgers and chili. You know, it was a good time, but it was cold, cool, and the wind was blowing about 92 miles an hour. Not a lot of people showed up. But, what can I say? It don't matter. But on the good side of that, they had a talk while we was there. And Randy Finn, he says, are we going to have a Christmas dinner this year? And they talked about it, and the gal that usually does it, she's having some medical problems, and she decided she didn't want to do it, so Randy's going to take it on upon himself. He took upon himself that he announced the date of Sunday, December 11th at 2 o'clock at Park Lanes Bowling Alley in Newton, Illinois, and the address is 504 East Jordan Street, Newton. And it'll be $18 a plate. There's a banquet room in the back of the bowling alley, so it won't be hard to find. You're going to have a menu of ham and turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, salad, and dessert is going to be cherry delight. So, sounds like a good time. Can be had by all there. So, if you want to go and have more fellowship with your card people, there you go. It's a good date for that one. And Randy, I want to thank you for taking the initiative and doing that. Something else I want to talk about is the SEMA show's been going on in Detroit, and that's where all them fancy car makers build their cars and take them, and everybody looks at them and goes ooh and ah, you know. Hey, that's great, but us poor guys, we can't afford that stuff. We drive what we can. Anyway, what I'm laughing about is they had an ATV there that they were showing, and it was an electric one, and guess what? It started smoking. And you know what smoke does? Yeah, they pushed her out of the showroom and got her out in the parking lot before she caught on fire. So it just seems to be one of them things about them EV vehicles, you know. I seen a lawnmower EV vehicle here a while back ago, just sitting outside, just catch on fire like the ATV did, and I seen where a Tesla, that's it, was wrecked, and they took her to the junkyard, and there was like 4 days they had to keep calling the fire department out there because it kept catching on fire. So I'm not really going to be a fan of a battery-powered car like that. Well, okay, now the big thing I want to talk about, and that is over on Classic Pony. Since I've took over, I've got a lot of nice compliments, and I want to tell everybody I appreciate the compliments, and I've also heard some things that, you know, people like to change, and I've taken them into consideration. And I just want to tell you about a few things I'm working on over there. Now, I want to give a big shout out to the Coles County Corvette Club for the generous donation they made, and that's how Classic Ponies paid for is by donations, and I want to thank all you guys over there for that. The first thing I'm going to talk about is I called GoDaddy and had a talk with them, and I asked them if there was a way that I could get the flyers to where if you would click on them, they would open in another page. And they said, yeah, that can be done. So we talked about it, but they told me that it has to be in the file. The flyer has to be in a PDF file format. So if you're going to send me flyers, see if you can send it to me in a PDF. If you don't, then I'll have to take the time changing it to a PDF, and then it should open when you click on it. We'll find that out hopefully here in the next few weeks or a month less. Also, I told them I wanted to do a drop-down menu where the car show flyers were. Now, Jimmy had it where you can only see so many at a time. You only have week this and week that. Well, I talked to him, and we're going to work something out here. And what I want to do is have a drop-down menu. It'll have the months of the year. And under the months of the year, there will be a place for 75 flyers to put in there. So I think that's probably enough. I'll be okay, but there might be some months when I get a few more than 75, so I'll have to, I'll have to get rid of a few. But that's what it's gonna be. And the great thing will be is, I can put so many on a page, and when that page gets filled up, there'll be a link on the bottom of that page that says click here, and you click there, and it'll take you to the next page for that month. So it'll be pretty neat. And probably what I'll try to take the flyers on like the flyers on the weekend, the following Monday, I'll probably take them and roll them to the bottom to get them out of the way, so when you click on, you'll just see the fresh flyers. You won't see nothing old. I think that'll be a good deal there on that. That's what I'm working for, and that's what I'm hoping for. So let's hope I can get that worked out. And they showed me on the home page. I think y'all seen that slideshow page. Well, they told me that today they worked with me a little bit, and they showed me where I could go to find that particular page to put up to make slideshows. So I got that figured out now. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to take a slideshow page on the top of the show calendar page, and for that week put all the flyers in that, so you can have just a quick rundown by looking at it. They'll set it I'll set them like at 3 seconds, so you got less than 20 seconds. You can see the shows. Then you can scroll down and look at them from there, and hopefully click on the flyer and open in a new window. That's what we're hoping for on that one. Okay. Also, something else that I need to go check on, and they told me I could do, is like how I always have down like what town it's at. I can put that on an action button, they called it, and you click that button and it'll take you to a Google map. So that way you'll be able to look at the Google map and figure out how to get to the car show if you've never been there or anything like that. So that's just a few of the things I'm working on over there, and I have a good time working on the web page. It frustrates me sometimes, but sometimes I have a great time with it. And that's where we're at there. Okay, now the last thing I want to talk about is in Belleville, Illinois, the 13th Sunday, they're having a swap meet from 6 a.m. to 1, which I think it's kind of short and kind of funny hours, but hey, it's their swap meet, so it's 6 to 1 on Sunday. It's at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds, if you know where that's at. I had the address here someplace. I don't know where I put it at. Nope, I didn't get it. Anyway, admission is $4 to get in. It's from 6 to 1. But if you know where that's at, or you can Google it and find it. You can go to a swap meet for something you're needing, or it's about too late to go if you want to sell something. But that's what I found on the internet that I thought would pertain. Okay, so in closing, I just want to say thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. I ask that you like my videos and share them, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that the videos can help the web page grow. And always remember that the page is run by donations only, so if you want to make a donation, you see me someplace, you can donate that way, or there is a donation button on the website that you can click and send some money to pay my PayPal account there. So all I gotta say is everybody stay safe and warm. A lot of guys I know put their cars up, put covers on them. Me personally, my goal is Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day to be out on the road, unless the weather's been really bad or it's really bad that day. But that's my goal. So it's Wednesday, temperatures 67 here, almost 70, and then Saturday is going to be down to the high 30s. I'm not looking forward to this. Hey, everybody, have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.